heard about that shit. You tell me about these pins that catch like 60 at a time, or some shit. It's like I was like, okay,
dude, it's a big fucking deal.
Apparently, it's a bigger problem. I'd never heard of it. Yeah, but yeah, these motherfuckers said feral pigs.
Feral motherfucking pigs.
We just impeached one of them tonight.
Yeah. I can't believe how many people like don't understand that. Like, he's not getting kicked out yet. Like,
he's not
because he's been officially impeached doesn't mean that he's going to be kicked out.
Yeah, but
people are like, oh my God, seriously, you got impeached? I thought it was only the 50. You're not even paying any fucking attention.
It's not gonna be a fair. Like the Republicans have already said that it's not gonna be a fair trial.
Yeah,
pretty much. Pretty much, it's not gonna be fair. It's not gonna be a fair trial.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
They have all joined the line to suck the cock that is Trump. The mushroom.
That's how politicking works, man.
All righty, you ready?
I thought we're live already.
We are fucking live. We doing this? Okay.
Yeah.
On this episode of the Red Eye Report, we're talking about feral pigs. With me is Ashtray, the biggest smut-peddling hog of them all. Just look at him in his fucking pig glory. Next to him is Teddy, our resident feral human. He's been on the run from the testing facility for about 9 years now. We were supposed to keep track of him, but we're lazy as fuck and just ended up adopting him into our crew and playing Xbox. So
that's a goddamn lie, because y'all don't play Xbox with me, you bastards. It's a goddamn lie.
Quiet, or we're gonna turn you in.
It's a dirty fucking lie.
Feral motherfucker.
We also have the King of Bacon, Mystic. Let's just say he's looking forward to the pig apocalypse. And finally, there's me, Oracle. Grab your American machine guns and your helicopter pass. We're going hog hunting.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Hog hunting live.
I feel like I should wear a bright yellow vest and tell everybody I'm with the white people.
It's orange, man. It's orange.
We're good. Whatever, man.
You're not fixing a road.
I'm still gonna get shot.
You're hunting.
Doesn't matter.
All right. So we're talking about feral pigs or feral swine. Now, these
Ashtray, what are you looking at the camera like that for? I swear to God, he said swine, and you were like, you looked into my soul or some shit. You like stared right at me.
I gotta see them reply.
With a grin.
I think the gummy's starting to kick in.
Gummies, you stingy bastards.
Hey man, if we could digitally send drugs, we'd all be stoned.
No, you can physically send drugs. You can put them in the mail.
Well, you're right. I'm seeing it now on instant replay, and I do look like I'm staring into your soul, and then I'm caught off guard when you call me on it.
Mail a brother some gummies. Shit, that's all it takes. Go ahead, Mister. Go ahead, Oracle.
All right.
So get the show on the road.
Feral swine are descendants of escaped or released pigs. So they were originally brought to the U.S. in the 1500s by early explorers and settlers as a source of food. So they would come here and they would take these pigs and just release them into the forest. And as they went through, they would just kill them and use that as...
Introduce a species to cull.
So these are different species than any other hogs. They're just wild, right?
So they're wild, but the thing is the feral pigs actually have mated with domestic pigs, kind of creating this super fucking adaptable super smart kind of ultra
grow
hog.
Really fast,
too,
because
grow super fast.
What you said is the T-180 of pigs.
Pretty much. just fucking wait until I tell you some of this.
I don't get it. But I don't get it because they're the same species, though.
Well, right. I mean, so why is it matter?
But they're pigs, but like boars are not really the same as the domestic pig.
Right. And the thing is,
like different breeds of dogs.
When you take a pig or a hog or one of these things and you put it out into the wild, it adapts to that wild environment
Smart.
very quickly. And not
because they'll eat anything too.
Right. They'll eat anything. And it's not just physically or mentally how they're adapting. It's physically. They will physically change. So one of the things that's going on now is up in Montana and on the Canadian border, they're starting to have these feral hogs, which they thought would only be a problem in southern states where it's warmer and where they were traditionally. They're starting to have problems where these pigs are starting to migrate north. Yes. And withstand fucking colder temperatures because the pigs are breeding so quickly and adapting so quickly. They're actually they're growing more fur. And the pigs, get this, they make fucking pigloos or fucking little.
Pigloos?
Yeah, they make.
It's like a burrow that they dig in the snow?
In the fucking snow to stay warm enough.
That's ingenious.
Oh my God.
Dude, it's fucking insane. So right now they estimate that there are 5 million feral hogs.
5 million
feral hogs in this country. And they're causing billions of dollars. So the official account was $1.5 billion annually. And this Dr. Nolte in the New York Times, who was interviewed for this, he said it's probably closer to 2.5 billion, how much damage they're creating. And some of these things can get massive. A Georgia pig called Hogzilla is believed to have weighed at least
I've heard of that one.
You got a picture of that motherfucker?
800 pounds.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't think I have a picture of that one.
That's
Wasn't that one found out to be fake though? I could have sworn the picture was fake.
Well, what was he on roids?
Well,
Pig growth hormones?
nobody actually saw the thing, and they had a picture, and it was fake.
Oh, yeah, but let
me Google it. What was this called?
Hogzilla.
Hogzilla.
Yeah, let's see if you can find Hogzilla.
I bet you there's a B movie out there somewhere, starring like an '80s actor that no one's ever heard of since he first did it.
But so these things are pigs, and we can think oh man, fucking farmers. Obviously a big problem for them because like Ashtray said, they fucking eat everything, just tear everything up. They're fucking pissing and shitting in the water supply. They're eating all of these different animals and endangered species. They've opened up these pigs and they found fucking sea turtle, it's just sea turtles inside of them.
Wow.
Yeah. Recently, a fucking in Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, or I guess this one is back in the 80s, the late 80s. A fucking F-16 had just landed on the tarmac, and the guy who was flying it, who just landed it, saw this blur. A feral hog ran into the side of the F-16, caused him to veer off. He had to eject out, and the F-16 was destroyed.
He was just still coming down the runway at full speed.
A feral hog did that. $16 million gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn. I found a link there for Hogzilla. Turns out it was killed by Chris Griffin in Georgia, June 17th, 2004. And a lot of people, originally it was claimed to be 12 feet long and weighed over 1,000 pounds. And a lot of people thought it was a hoax. But I guess National Geographic Channel did a special in 2005 early 2005, they exhumed it and had scientists study it, and they confirmed that it actually weighed about 800 pounds and was between 6.9 and 8.6 feet long.
That is fucking insane.
Yeah, and it was.
But if you kill a pig that bad, I mean, are you really going to let the ribs go to waste?
The ribs? Teddy's worried about the ribs.
I mean, really, what's the point of killing it if you're not going? What's the point?
If you're going to go through the trouble of,
I'm right. You're going to go through the trouble of killing. of killing fucking.
Well, okay. So
why not fucking make some? I want some of them Flintstone.
They might be
ribs,
tougher than domestic pigs.
All right, so
this is wild. This is a hybrid of wild boar and domestic pig.
you say that, Teddy, but
It's a vat of barbecue.
the swine are reservoirs for at least 32 diseases.
Never mind, fuck them ribs.
Including bovine tuberculosis, brucellosis.
That shit'll burn off at 165. Ain't no thing.
No, you gotta cook that shit at like 350 to make it burn off. Them the ribs.
There are reports that people have contracted hepatitis.
Oh yeah,
from eating it?
No.
Yeah, from eating it.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Listen to this stat here. Hogzilla's tusk measured 19 inches, and the other one measured nearly 28 inches long.
So we were snaggle too.
Damn.
What are you trying to say?
Okay.
Oh,
So
that'll fucking rip you up.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
dangerous.
so there was the case where that woman was killed recently in Texas a few months ago. But really, the bigger concern here. So there's the big agricultural impact and environmental impact of these things just destroying all wildlife around them. But right now, around the world, countries are battling and trying to contain African swine fever.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have these things that are rampaging around this country and they can't control how big these things are, and they get one of these devastating diseases, imagine what kind of a problem that is when you've got 300-pound hogs fucking carrying around some sort of plague that has made the jump to humans.
The one in China has jumped to humans?
It hasn't yet.
Oh, okay. Because I believe it's just the main problem is it's decimated their pork industry.
Right.
So, I mean, it could decimate our pork industry too.
Right.
We should be selling them more pork, but no, we got this fucking trade war.
And so these things can procreate very quickly. I'm trying to find the stat. It's insane.
Yeah. How many piglets can they knock out? Like,
they can knock out.
Probably 8, 10.
They become.
I don't know. I've seen some video. I never was a hog farmer myself, but man, you see a lot of fucking piglets on those poor sows.
Open up hog season. You just have massive hog hunting parties.
And there are, but that is a problem.
It's not enough to keep up with.
It's not a problem to keep up with them. And the thing is people in areas where the hogs haven't reached yet, because it is like a big hunting thing. In Texas, you can go in a helicopter and fucking shoot pigs out of the helicopter with assault weapons. Like,
let's fucking go.
Right. But people want that in their own states, so they actually transport the pigs into their states so they can set up hunting.
That's just retarded.
That's
just
retarded.
That seems dangerous.
That's very dangerous.
If you have the money to move the pigs to that state, why not just go to pay to go to that state and shoot in that helicopter?
Yeah. So each female is capable of birthing at least 2 litters a year of 6 or more piglets.
Damn. Yeah,
Yeah.
And I think it takes them 9 months to become sexually mature enough.
They have 1.5 litters per year.
That's it?
Yeah, it's insane. It's fucking insane. Like when you think about how quickly these things can actually spread.
So it's like every 9 months, like a human, they just keep popping out fucking piglets.
Right. So I'm gonna just play this popular video. This is of a hunter or a farmer who, there are all these farmers where they have to combat these hordes of pigs at night just to try to stave off, total destruction of their crops during the day. So they're using like NVGs, thermal scopes, using all kinds of weapons and shit. So let me bring this up.
Hey, by the way, there is a B movie called Hogzilla, came out in 2014.
Awesome.
Nice.
Starring a guy whose biggest claim to fame was being a second-tier actor on the movie Casino. I was completely right. Just wanted to throw that.
Well, there's a lot of actors in Casino. What second tier actor was he?
I don't know.
All right.
Nobody remembers any of the second tiers.
He's the guy who got his head put in the vice.
I mean, you just see this endless stream of
oh
pigs.
My God, I just see a still frame of hogs fucking right now.
Pigs
fucking in the mud.
them.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Hogs fucking in the. Look at him.
Just fucking.
They're just like, look at it. It's a goddamn hog orgy out here. No wonder they reproduce so fast. This is their night vision camera.
Yeah. In a gun, you'll see the
totally
scope.
Yeah, I was gonna say that looks like a night vision gun.
Right.
Boom. Got him.
Oh, this one's got a crosshair.
Right. What this is nice and fun and everything until you have to do it night after night after night after night.
So this is their farm. They have to go out here and just fucking murk these motherfuckers because
they have to do it in order to protect their crops.
This is where I could totally understand the legal, like actual pragmatic use of suppressor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say, put a silencer on that bitch, dude. They wouldn't even know.
Well, it's hard to get a silencer in almost most states. It's like only a few states you can get a license.
Right.
Good shot right there.
Right.
Pretty sure you can get one off Amazon. So this kind of reminds me. Have y'all seen that movie Love, Death, and Robots on?
Yeah.
There's one of the scenes is the farmers on a planet fighting that horde of.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
This brings that to mind.
Right. Yeah. So it's a big problem, and there isn't a good solution at this point. There's
firebomb them,
butterbomb them,
firebomb them.
Oh, firebomb them.
Napalm.
Right.
Smelling napalm in the morning, son.
Napalm doesn't affect crops, does it?
No.
And then one thing, I heard one guy, he was proposing poison them. Well, how is that going to be, when other shit eats that? And it turned out like the person, it sounds like a really bad idea. So
it'd be hard to poison them because you'd have to do like almost targeted where, you're setting poison out where they're going to be, but you can't leave poison out on like enough poison on a regular basis. Or you're going to be killing all kinds of them.
Like a deer walks by, they're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, and I mean, these things don't have any natural predators, and actually, they have been known to go after deer, too. They'll fucking eat deer.
They'll fuck the fucking deer up, they catch them.
Right?
Oh, I bet. Especially deer season, there's probably some deer that get lamed up, and they get winged by a bullet, but a little too bad where they start to get weak, and they're...
Yeah.
Laying down, a feral hog comes.
Like a zombie movie. You don't have to worry about this.
I mean, it really is. So,
once the pigs taste blood, it's over.
I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, do we just like have some sort of fucking?
I live in a city, so I don't have to worry about it. But
yeah,
maybe for right now until they fuck up your entire food supply.
Well, it's one of those things too. Like I don't think feral hogs are going to entirely fuck up our food supply because we make such a huge amount of fucking food.
I don't want to go camping anymore, you son of a bitch. I mean, really. Because we go out to some obscure places. I mean, what are the areas that these pigs are in?
What area?
I go camping.
All right. Well, let me bring up a map for you guys. You can kind of see where they're at in this country right now.
The concentration zones.
I'm getting
as of 2018 this is the USDA's map here, so you can see when that comes up how prolific it is in the southern part of our country. But you know damn well somebody brought those pigs up, like the UP. See how there are counties up in the UP where the pigs are? Somebody brought those motherfuckers up there.
Right.
You fucking bastard. They are all over. They're all around me.
Damn, that is a good chunk of the
they're
South.
not even.
Yeah, they're all around me.
Got to worry about that.
Bastard.
That's cool.
It must be
all over
area.
California. Holy.
Yeah, right.
I bet you that area up in the UP, because that's probably one of those where they have the fucking pig loos.
Mm-hmm.
And but that part of the UP, like even just northern Wisconsin, like there's so much wooded land up there.
Right.
Even if it is owned by someone,
mm-hmm.
that like easily they could just find a niche. They probably have whole fucking acres of
right.
fucking pig city.
Pig City, man.
Pig City.
We built Pig City.
That's what I call it. That's what I call it. That's what I call it. That's what I call Applebee's bar at 2 a.m.
But I mean, looking at that map,
looking at that map, I'm afraid to go outside in the dark now.
there are very few isolated spots on that map where it's just like one county. Like once they get in an area, they fucking lock that shit down.
Is that North Dakota at the very top there?
Is Tennessee the east part of? Is Nashville the east part of Tennessee, Teddy?
Like it's like middle east, whatever. I'm sorry, middle east.
They're surrounding your ass then.
Yeah, pretty much surrounded by.
They're coming for you, dude.
Right? They would mix with country music. Like
coming for you, Barbara.
Guess who's buying a smoker? Teddy.
Like, let's talk firearms for a second. Like, what's taken down an average sized feral pig? Would
I'm sure you're using like AR rounds.
A shotgun.
Skin too thick.
Shotgun.
So, I mean, you're definitely going to need. You're not going to want to hunt them with like a 9mm. You're going to want something more powerful than that.
But a 45 would fucking.
Oh yeah, 45 absolutely would.
Or a slug.
Right now, and actually, this kind of got brought into the conversation a little bit more because a guy from, I think he was from Alabama, he was there was some sort of gun fucking thing, and he made a comment, well, what am I supposed to do about all the fucking pack of feral hogs that shows up in my yard, occasionally? I need a firearm that can hold X amount of rounds, and I can fucking lay these motherfuckers out. And people were just like, what are you talking about, you insane person? But it's fucking true. Like, it really...
He's kind of got a point, though. Yeah. I mean, if there's 30 of the motherfuckers out there, you don't want to have to reload.
Yeah, but at the same time, you don't know if that feral pig thing is code for school cafeteria in this day and age.
It's not even like fucking coyotes. It's like they're all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all over the place.
There's like more than a dozen in this area just hanging out, eating fucking shit and fucking like an orgy.
Right. And
so you just want to watch the pig fucking?
No, I don't want to watch the pig fucking. But like, I was just surprised that there was 3 pigs having sex at the same time in that one video clip that he showed us.
You are just really hung up on that.
Well, the pig sex. I mean, really, who gives a fuck about the pig sex?
Well, it always reminds me of pigs fucking in the mud.
Fucking in the mud.
Pigs fucking in the mud.
But I really do think that there is a I think those guys that are dealing with that shit should be able to get a permit and get whatever the fuck they need. Get assault rifles, get fucking silencers, because it's a big problem, and there are like hordes of these motherfuckers out there. So I don't know. That's where I stand on this. Like I'm
all for it. Man.
Like get a fucking feral pig hunting permit. Make them, demonstrate that that's actually what they're doing, and let them have at it. Because shit, it's a big deal. I don't know.
Somebody got to deal with them.
Right. Somebody's got to deal with it. If you don't do anything about it, they are seriously going to.
It'd be interesting to see
take over the country.
Comparison with like white-tailed deer up here in the Midwest.
Right.
As far as what kind of
but population control for feral pigs is so much more important, because white-tailed deer don't go around eating fucking chihuahuas and shit.
Not only that, but they destroy the environment.
I guess I was saying, I wonder what the difference is as far as the reproduction rates. Because we never seem to be. It's not like we're ever out hunting the white-tailed deer.
Well, deer they only have one offspring, don't they? I mean, typically.
Yeah, I think 1 or 2, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe 2, but
Yeah, I mean that's not.
That's
12
true.
years.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
like
fucking
5 or 6 on
like these
average.
pigs.
Right.
Yeah.
They're not 300
Walking
pounds
Yeah, no
making
shit.
fucking
Big
igloos.
dum-dums. Big fucking, I want food.
Pigloos.
Oh.
That's the problem, though, is they're not dumb. They're
Teddy, you all right there,
smarter than the
I'm fine.
deer.
I'm just high.
Yeah,
No,
some of them
I
are smarter
get,
than
but they're not. But I mean, come on. Compared to what, though? I mean, how are they fucking as smart as a 5-year-old? You know what I mean? Are we?
Well,
Are they?
crows are.
I get.
Are they an adversary for
Well,
us?
it's like they don't have opposable thumbs,
Well,
thank
yeah,
God.
I mean, a 300-pound 5-year-old
they'll
is kind
hunt
of
you
dangerous.
down.
I think.
They have tusks.
It doesn't.
They'll gore
I mean,
you.
really, it
I
doesn't.
get it. They're super dangerous, but
Yeah.
like that's what we have to put them down. Like, there's no negotiating with it. There's no like, hey,
Right.
come on, pig, stop doing what you're doing. It's gonna bite your fucking
I thought you were
leg off.
saying like, how smart really are they?
You
Like,
can't
Oh,
put
yeah, that's
Frozen
like-
on
That's what I thought you were
repeat.
saying too. They're like, yeah, it doesn't.
They're smart
That's it.
enough to be way more dangerous than any other animal because other animals are like, fuck, I'm stupid, run away.
Right.
This pig's like, I'll fuck you up. Nope, sir.
Yeah, it's going to size you up. It's going to, fucking see what it can do. I think, too, another big thing, it's like raccoons. Look at all the measures that are taken to keep raccoons out of fucking trash containers, and they always figure it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're smart little bastards. You
Little
can't.
fucking adaptable cunts.
Right. And these things are the same way, so
Ow.
I think it comes down to brute,
Ooh.
brute force. Brute fucking.
Here's a video you got to share. This is actual 50 cal night vision shooting of a boar.
All right, put it in the fucking Facebook.
So right around the 40-second mark is
you put it in there?
35,
Have you
40
just been sitting here for the past fucking 2 minutes watching feral pigs get blown away in night vision?
No, not all the time. I mean,
You moved
It's
on from the
just,
pig fucking to the pig murdering.
I just thought,
Is it
like, of course, like, no, as a gun, I don't want to say I'm a gun nut, but I like guns, and it's like, I know there's some motherfuckers out there who decide, you know what we need to do with these feral hogs? 50 cal. And sure enough,
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that you need that, but it'll do the trick.
Oh yeah, it does a trick, all right.
I'm pretty sure it makes it explode. Shit.
So the
Right.
drone doesn't have the
Jeez.
50 cal on it, does it?
No, but the drone's kind of doing some aerial night vision of it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But oh man, that hog's crocodile.
Well, that guy's got a
Dundee.
silencer on.
No, that's not a silencer. That's because it's a 50 cal. Like you got.
Oh,
I highly doubt that's silencing.
holy
a 50
shit!
cal, but do you see?
Yeah,
You
just saw
share
like
it
a
yet?
huge chunk.
It's a thing explodes.
It's a 50 cal.
Uh-huh.
I had a chance to shoot one in Atlanta for $50, and the guy I was
Did
with
you
like,
do
"You really
it?
gonna do that?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, it's a Barrett 50 cal. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna shoot it."
Yeah. How much? $50?
It was $50 for 5 shots. I still got the shells.
Nice.
I should go grab one. Those fucking
That's
things
not
are huge,
bad.
bro.
10
Yeah,
bucks
that's
a
not
shot.
Yeah,
bad.
$10 a shot. Yeah, $10 a shot. Yeah.
God, I just saw it.
Did you
Jesus
share it on our
Christ,
stream?
just
What the hell?
splat.
I haven't seen it. That would have been.
There. Just
Oh god damn! Like bullet, you can see the bullet go through the pig and hit the ground in the back.
Yeah,
That's the
right.
fucked up part about
Yeah, that
it.
thing.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Well,
Yeah, that thing kicks less than like a scar that I shoot. It's fucking awesome.
so when
50 cal is nice.
when we have to sign up for the fucking pig militia in 10 years to take these things on so they don't fucking destroy our country, I told you guys. I told you so.
Yep. You'll be on the front lines.
Yeah, wouldn't that be ironic if it's not? It wouldn't be it's not a zombie apocalypse, but it's kind of like a hybrid.
Yeah, right.
Genetically
no shit.
modified hog apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Apocalypse.
it reminds me, actually, Margaret Atwood.
Stop with the pig puns.
Margaret Atwood,
So
she
easy.
had in her book, the Oryx and Crake series, they had these pigoons, which were they were genetically modified pigs that we had genetically modified to harvest body parts from, and they were super intelligent, and they went feral, and there was a big fucking disease, and these things were kind of ruling the roost, and you didn't want to fuck around with the pigoons. And that's what this reminds me of. And Margaret Atwood kind of has a tendency to be right on things. So I don't know.
Yeah, she wrote The Handmaid's Tale, wasn't it?
Yep.
Isn't that her?
Yep.
Yeah.
God damn it.
God damn, that's a lot of fucking hogs. I kept watching this video. There's literally like 3 dozen
hogs.
3 dozen just walking through this field.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's got to be so frustrating as a farmer, as a hunter. It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to shoot this thing with a 50 cal. Yeah, I'm going to have a good time. That's the thing.
You're lucky if you take out 2, maybe 3 before they all scatter,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And when you're dealing with that many, Jesus.
So there you have it. Feral pigs.
Travis said a 338 Lapau. What the fuck is that? That's a rifle, I assume.
I guess.
I don't know. He can tell us.
Tell us.
Assuming 338 is the caliber size.
Yeah. All right, we're moving on to the what's sexy.
Moving on.
Definitely not pigs fucking in the mud. Ashtray says gymnastics, open gym, back in session.
Yeah, my gymnastics gym where the classes got canceled because the fucking insurance company decided we're no longer going to insure adults.
Wait, you do gymnastics?
Yes, I've been doing gymnastics for years.
Oh man, that was great.
Because I want to see a tape of you doing a backflip or something, Rob. I just don't picture you putting your beard down and say, "Watch this."
Wait, that is the best fucking response I've ever. It's just this. Wait. Gymnastics?
Yeah. What do you do in gymnastics?
What I do in gymnastics? I work on my handstands. I mean, that's really why I started taking them. Yeah, I can do handstands.
Man. Oh, okay.
Yeah, handstands are hard to do. In capoeira, they wanted you to be as comfortable on your hands as your feet.
Handstands, like it took me. I mean, I've been going for over 4 years, and I just starting to get like, it's more mental even than it is strength, and posture. But then their new insurer, this gym has been around since the 70s, and they're the only ones in the entire Dane County area that offer an adult class. And then the new insurance underwriter was like, oh, no, we're not going to insure adults.
What the fuck?
Which is stupid because you can sign a waiver and ski down a hill and run into a tree and die. But why can't I just sign a waiver so I can tumble on this padded floor?
Yeah, it's not like you're doing anything that intense.
I can roll around like a big dumb adult. And
40-year-old man did not need to be doing handstands and shit. You can bust a knee up.
So
bust a knee doing a handstand.
Anyways, we in the summer semester we kind of had our class all just some of my classmates have been going for 8-9 years, and so we haven't had class until recently. We just got an update 2 weeks ago that they've got a new insurance provider, and now they're Wanakee gym, which I've never been to, but they now have the adult open gym. So got to go with 3 of my other former classmates and do gymnastics and stuff, which was great because I can't do handstands in my apartment. And it's a really nice newer gym too.
Against the rules or what?
Well, no, I'll hit the fucking fluorescent bulb in my ceiling.
Is it that low? Or are you living in a basement? What is?
Yeah, I can touch in my kitchen anyways. I can touch the.
But yeah, just find a wall and do it against a wall and walk off the wall and try to hold it.
Just go outside and do it, dude. Neighbors won't care.
Well, in the summertime, yeah, I've done that a little bit in my driveway. I look weird, but I just play music and.
Mommy, the man next door is doing handstands.
This is the thing why people are think because I don't put I'm not bragging about it on fucking Facebook. So people are like, "What? You do gymnastics?"
No, you're bragging about it on the show.
Yeah, I'm bragging about it right now. The thing is, though, what was weird is they're kind of busy, and there are all these fucking young guys. Where it's like they look like they're just out of high school, if that, because it's like you motherfuckers can't even be like 20 yet. But they were there for the adult open gym, and they were like parkour. They were like parkour kids. They're all doing these
like fucking
crazy flips and shit and
flexibility shit though,
right?
Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Like they were really fucking good at what they were doing.
So this is what aging hipsters bitch about, huh?
Oh yeah,
gymnastics kids.
And the thing is,
the parkour kids, man.
Oh yeah, bitching about the parkour kids because me and my
back in my day, we just tumbled on a mat. And called
me and my friends are all in our 30s, and we're like, boy, I can barely do a bridge. Oh fuck, it hurts, bitching about our bodies and whatnot. And then the fucking parkour kids, like, they're kind of in one section of the gym, and all of a sudden, like, they're kind of horsing around, like, play fighting. And then, like, literally, there's, I shit you not, there's at least like 8 to 10 of them. And they're all look like they're maybe 18, 19 years old. And 5 of them just they take their tank tops off, and they're like, oh yeah, like fucking around. And it's just like, Jesus Christ. Like, I tell my friend, I'm like, man, I'm like, there's just too many inappropriate jokes I could say right now about that. And she's like, whoa, what do you mean? And I was just like, no, I just was in my mind. I'm like, man, that's some Teenage Mutant Homo Ninja shit right there. Like, because they're like horsing around and
getting
stuff
a bro
with their
job,
fucking
man.
ripped bodies, and they're all like 18-year-old boys, like Teenage Mutant
Heroes in a half shell.
All right.
Homo.
Well, thanks for sharing your gay gymnastic porno fantasy.
This is how bad it was. Is that actually at one point? This is how bad Homo Ninja got. Is that at one point they're horsing around in like 2 guys. They're all got the shirts off, and they're chasing around another guy, and he's like, oh, like running away, and he jumps over this divider and stuff. In this fucking, like, dude, the big old adult coach has to come out, and he's like, hey, this is the adult class, there's no horsing around. Like,
Jesus.
He had to scold them, and as kids are like, oh, it's like, Jesus fucking Christ, like, what are we at the pool, like
their first day in high school?
Oh my God.
Kid school.
That's what I was like, that is some serious.
How dare you, junior high?
See, that's the thing. That's the problem with kids not just being blackout drunk all the time these days. Because
they run around,
they're trying to apply themselves and doing fucking shit like adult gymnastics.
Hey guys, let's have some kale and go do gymnastics.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just let the burnouts.
Back in the day, me and Oracle were fucking. By now, we'd have a fucking case down.
Right.
Snorted fucking 14 Adderalls and smoked some weed.
Just be,
let
the burnouts fucking go to their fucking.
Me and my classmate were both just joking about how, because this is it's later in the night. It's 8 to 9:15. It's like, yeah, we both had 3 beers in us before we went to class. It's like,
who drinks in the adults do handstands? What is wrong?
Adults.
Oh man, this is great.
Not a smart adult. You don't go to that class to do handstands.
Oh man, I feel like
when you can do handstands and you've had 3 beers in you, that's when you know you're good.
This is like a Seinfeld episode,
right?
Right? Like I'm Kramer.
I don't like doing handstands after I drink Gatorade. You had 3 beers in it. He's like, "Yep, here we go."
Oh man. All right, Mystic. What's sexy?
The Expanse.
The what?
The Expanse is a show that's
sci-fi show.
Yes,
Prime show.
Well, it started out on Sci-Fi, but now Amazon Prime, I think, bought it out or something.
No
I think Sci-Fi canceled it, and you could tell because this season has gotten a lot better. They have the money to make it fucking look good.
Yeah,
and it just seems it's just a better show. Like the
now,
writing is better.
What season is this now that it's on Amazon?
4.
It's on 4. 4. So it's 1 through 3 on Sci-Fi.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Pretty sure. But it's based on a series of books by actually 2 authors. They write under a name called James S.A. Corey. So it's like their names combined. It's a series of books that take part in the universe of The Expanse. And it's basically about this alien technology that creates portals to different parts of the universe, kind of like Stargate type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But set in a much more believable, like, futuristic universe. So like in this world, basically, or we fucked the Earth up so bad that we sent colonies to Mars years and years and years ago, hundreds of years ago. And now Mars has basically seceded from the U.S. They have different technology than we do. Yeah. And there's a third faction called the Belters who lived even further out than Mars. They lived in the belt outside mined shit for Earth. And now they're rising up and they want to be fucking known as a power too. So like these three factions are kind of fighting each other.
Mm-hmm.
And this alien technology emerges and they kind of all have to like work together to like fucking.
So now the alien technology, is the alien technology a threat, or are they?
They don't really know. That's the problem. Like it's very kind of mysterious at this point.
So is it now? I guess is there an alien race attacking them, or it's just kind of like this alien ship showed up?
So far, they know the rings. These rings have shown up that are the portals. And all they know is that this ancient civilization built them, but then got destroyed by something. They don't know what destroyed the ancient civilization, so they're trying to figure that shit out.
Which could very well be a better civilization when they open the fucking portal.
But like the technology they have is super fucking.
That's why I don't open portals.
Like so yeah, there's like Martian Marines. They have these technologically advanced suits that nobody can fuck with. Basically, they're like the biggest fucking powerhouse in the universe. Just cool shit.
So could a person just drop in on season 4 and be able to not watch the other ones and be okay?
No,
probably not.
You don't understand the factions.
Actually, but like, I guess what?
Seasons 1 through 3, are they still pretty good, even though they're sci-fi?
They are really good. Yes, they are really good. It's just when they get to like the effects, you can tell it's a sci-fi show.
Yeah. Right.
As opposed to Amazon, and you could tell Amazon put some fucking money in it. And actually, now that you say that, there's a really good thing. It's like 10 minutes long. If you go on Amazon and you go to season 4 of The Expanse, it's the first thing on there. It's Kevin Smith Explains The Expanse. And he takes you through each season and explains it for like 10 minutes. And it gives you a really good idea of like what happened up to this point. So, I mean,
so you could watch that before.
Yeah. So if you didn't want to watch the first 3 seasons, this kind of like gets you up to speed, and then it jumps you into fucking what they're doing. Okay.
But you have watched all 3 already.
Yeah, I've seen all 3.
It's worth the watch. They're good enough.
This comes on Sci-Fi.
It's worth watching the Kevin Smith Explains
it on Amazon Prime
now. And then watching the first couple of episodes of The Expanse. I think you'd get into it once you had an idea what was going on.
Cool. All right, next up we have Safe Stations. I recently found out that
are these phones with a blue light on top?
It's not that. So I don't know how widespread this is, but in the city that I work in Woonsocket, Rhode Island, they have a thing where you can walk into any fire station in the city, and if you are having some sort of mental crisis, or if you are have like a drug addiction problem and you're looking for help, they have people there to help you out, and they're not going to just arrest your ass. They're going to fucking try to actually help you. And I think that is such a more constructive way of fucking tackling this problem with, fentanyl and all this bullshit that's going on out there. Because the numbers for fentanyl deaths are like, it's insane. It's like 95% of opioid fucking overdoses or some shit. Everything's getting cut with it. And I think the only way to tackle this is just not, fucking persecute people and make them afraid to get help, where they can walk in and actually, get help without worrying about being thrown into jail and fucking their lives up, fucking their family up, whatever. So they have people actually on call in these stations. They run shifts, and they're professionals to deal with this situation. So I just heard about that today, and I thought that was a really good and constructive way of doing this.
Have you heard of the term reverse opium war?
No.
It's basically the theory is like because while this fentanyl is coming in, I mean it's coming in through Mexico and Canada as well, and also just through the mail.
Mm-hmm.
But it is all being produced in China, and the Chinese government they'll like tell our ambassadors and stuff, and they're like, "Show, see here, we've shut this factory down, we shut that factory down."
Mm-hmm.
Like they'll pay lip service to the fight of the fentanyl producers.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, in China, trying to make up for their 100 years of shame, they see it as a reverse opium war, where it's like we're just going to continue to let this. It's like super, opium, that's killing us, and they're just not really fighting it on a governmental level. That's
a good point.
Interesting concept.
Well, in that case, they should send it over to the Brits.
Well, to the Brits for sure, but it's like they see it more as in like just taking down the U.S. as far as the West is in whole. I'm sure. I'm sure there's fentanyl in London too.
Yeah,
but it's an interesting concept to think about.
Yeah, and I do think that policies and stuff like that, it is starting to shift, and the public perception of the drug war is beginning to shift in this country. So we'll see what happens. But putting stuff like this together, the amount of money that you're spending to have those people on call is a drop in the bucket compared to all the medical fucking shit, all of the staff and everything that comes with
the ER and ambulance calls.
Right. So work
people
smarter,
ODing.
not harder. Next up, we have Teddy Frisky Dingo.
Frisky Dingo.
Okay, I've talked about this show before. It's coming up again because it's come up on my Hulu watch list. It just popped up, so I started watching it, and I ended up watching season 1 and 2. This show is fucking awesome. It's the people. It's done by the people who did Archer. The Pam, the voice of Pam's in it. It's a cool little. But it used to come on Adult Swim. You can watch it on Hulu or AdultSwim.com if you have the internet for free. It is a funny fucking show. Tons of one-liners. It's just so goddamn awesome.
So which one?
Give it a try.
Do you think this one is better than Archer?
I do think that Archer is better. This one got kind of weird and weak at the end of season 2.
But similar style animation, everything.
Oh yeah, very very similar. It's a similar style animation, and a lot of the jokes from Archer came from the show. Like a lot of the first jokes from season 1 and 2.
Have you ever seen Archer?
Yeah,
I've seen
Archer,
some of Archer, but I haven't watched it.
Do you know the character Ray, the gay spy?
No,
he's the one that created Archer. He also created Frisky Dingo.
Okay.
He's like the main writer too.
So did Frisky Dingo that predated Archer?
Yeah, it was before.
Yes, it did. Yeah, before.
So that's kind of like the proto Archer. Okay.
Yeah.
I think the jokes are about the same. The voice acting and the acting in Archer is better. I think. Like it's just. The story
because it is a little. They kind of go all over the place in Frisky Dingo, but it's the episodes are only 11 minutes. It's pretty. It's for what they did with it. I think it's pretty fucking awesome.
Right.
It's a good show.
All right.
Check it
next
out.
up, we have migraines. That's me. Fucking Mr. Migraine.
You are a migraine.
You are a fucking migraine,
so,
bro.
for whatever reason, around this time of the year, I will start to get migraines.
Is it because you hate Christmas?
It might be. Fuck? It might be that Christmas music actually triggers migraines. And
I mean, yeah. Why do they play the same songs from 1950? It's like nobody else did Christmas music ever. What the fuck?
So I just, well, first off, do you guys fucking have experience with migraines? Do you get migraines? Or have had migraines?
I think I've had one in my whole life. I think
I've had only a few, but my younger sister had a serious migraine problem ever since she was a little kid, and I think it ended up really being related to that like TMJ problem.
What's a TMJ?
It's some sort of like weird tension with your jaw,
lock jaw kind of.
Yeah, she had to go get like. She had special therapy. It's not really braces.
Chick in Marshfield that had that.
Yeah.
It really apparently is like really helped.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That might be helpful for me because I feel like my teeth fucking hurt sometimes.
Yeah. Might be that.
Okay.
TMJ.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy though. Your vision gets like super tunnel vision. It's kind of like somebody flashed you in the face with a camera.
Too much junk.
And then you're just, oh fuck, your brain's all fucked up. It hurts. You feel nauseous.
Well, yeah, like with bright lights.
Bright lights are terrible.
Nausea, yeah, and it's like you're incapacitated.
Right. You're pretty much fucked up. Although I was
a gremlin?
Possibly. I need to be fed after midnight. So I was proud of myself because I had one of these yesterday where I started my day. All of a sudden I'm like, I'm like before class, I'm just like, oh, son of a bitch, here we go. All right, so I just start pounding water, fucking pounding fucking ibuprofen and fucking Tylenol. And I was able to weather it and not be like a total full-blown retard. I could actually, still run the class.
Yeah.
So that was good. That was a victory because normally, I just get totally incapacitated. I can't do fucking shit.
When's the last time you had one before this one?
Like 3 weeks ago.
That's frequent enough. Yeah. Because my sister, her frequency was like she'd get one or two a month.
Yeah. And it fucking blows. So I might have to look into this TMJ thing.
You use Excedrin migraine at all?
I can't use Excedrin. I tried using that, but it makes me like all sweaty and weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude. Because of the caffeine in it, maybe?
I have no idea.
Well, all it is caffeine, ibuprofen, and aspirin.
Well, Excedrins usually take headaches that's this big and make them that big. So.
Thanks, Teddy. I did get some blue light.
That's the scientific
explanation. Right.
Dude, that's remember commercials? I had headaches.
No, I don't remember.
I brought to you by marijuana.
God, I wrote, hey, bro. Hey. I do get high off my own supply.
So I did buy some fucking blue light glasses because I realized that I look at the computer screens all the time. So I thought maybe that might be not helping the situation. But yeah, I'll look into this fucking tooth thing. Maybe I got to stop sucking so much dick. We'll see.
That's a good way to start.
Yeah. I create a lot of tension right up in there in the old jaw muscles.
And go with that.
All right, next up we have Ashtray with marijuana shame for a murdered college.
For a murdered college. Oh, should we say college student?
Oh.
This is that you probably heard about this fucking girl in New York, Tessa Majors. She's going to Barnard College, fucking swank. Or I'm not sure if it's swank, but anyway, expensive college in Manhattan. And she looks just like my ex-wife when I first met her. Except for she must be way cooler because she's like plays in a band and whatnot. And apparently, anyways, my fuck what you think is like not just that she got murdered, because apparently that she the suspect they've arrested is a 13-year-old. Yep.
What?
And apparently the second suspect who was supposed to show up to turn himself in, like hopped out of a car and took off, and he's on the run right now. And he's 14.
What?
So what, did he drive himself away, or did his mom take him? I mean, what the?
No, it
fuck?
sounds like at an intersection or something, he just opened the door and bailed. I have no idea. The one 13-year-old who's already been arrested, is of course his family's saying, "Oh, he's got no record." Blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, yeah, he's 13. Like that's when you start maybe making a record if you're, robbing people. Apparently, from his testimony, him and friends were like, "Let's go rob people in the park."
Wow, man.
And yeah, so she got.
Are they both white?
13?
Are they both white?
The teenagers?
Yeah.
No, I think they're two black kids, I think.
Goddamn stupid niggas.
Obviously, they're not white, Teddy.
Yeah. I mean, in Manhattan, if you're knifing people in the park at 13, are you white? Probably not.
But when you think Manhattan, you think
Wow.
upper class. You think upper class. That was a good one, though.
You said that with enough conviction that I believe you.
That was good.
Yeah, I realized my
what time
my
was she in the
racial
fucking
lens
park?
it was the thing is this park borders the Barnard campus. Like it's right next to the university. But let's see if it says when.
God damn.
She was knifed, but it was at night, I think.
13-year-old kids.
Yeah. And
should be out getting drunk.
Well,
not
the thing is, she wouldn't give
people.
up. They put her in like a headlock or something, and she wouldn't give over any money. And so they stabbed her. And the 13-year-old, who they do have under custody, has testified that he saw, like, he wasn't the one who stabbed her, but apparently the other kid who did, like, he testified that he could see the feathers, the down feathers coming out of her winter coat. Like, boy, if that doesn't make a good fucking headline.
Fallen angel.
My fuck what you think is really rooted in the fact that the family had to publicly come out and chastise let's see here. It was the president of one of the local police unions, Ed Mullins, basically got on a radio talk show. So he's not a detective. He's not even like working the case. Granted, he has inside contacts to get more information than the average person, but he basically on a radio show said, "Well, what we have here is an 18-year-old college student who's at one of the most prestigious universities in the country. He's like murdered in a park. And from what I'm understanding, she was in there to buy marijuana." It's like, really? Like you telling me a rich white girl at a prestigious university is going to a dark park to buy marijuana?
Mm.
No. Maybe.
I've
pretty weird.
I've seen people leave clubs with strangers they don't know to get in the cars to buy X from people.
Wait a second.
Sure,
isn't weed
like,
legal in fucking New York?
Marijuana's a hell of a drug.
Marijuana at or in the university level of a rich university, there's people like.
Yeah, I thought marijuana was legal in New York.
Marijuana's legal in fucking New York.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was legal.
Well, then that's even more of a
right. That's a
outrageous...
fucking dumb fucking story.
Well, yeah, the thing is the family had to...
It's legal in New York? I didn't know it was legal in New York.
Maybe medical is, but I don't know if recreational is.
Yeah, let's go to Google.
Though, if medical is legal in that state, damn well a rich white college student doesn't have to go sit in the fucking dark park.
She could have gotten it from anyone in her dorm.
Exactly. My point being. And like, so these motherfuckers are like, oh, because she plays in a band. It's like, oh, she's on there to buy marijuana. You're not even one of the investigators. Like, the family had to publicly make a statement saying that, like, this is we're heeding the advice of the investigators that we shouldn't make any public comments until the investigation is finished, and so should you, dumb motherfucker,
cunt,
fucking dumb. What Ed Mullins?
It's not
Sergeant Benevolent.
Not legal.
It's not legal. It's decriminalized.
Yeah.
Okay.
But a rich white girl in university,
which means that's even more evidence that they would have it in their dorm rooms because I mean they're rich fucking
right. Everybody's gonna have that shit.
Right.
At a rich college, exactly.
All right.
So okay.
Now she might have been there buying cocaine.
Yeah, I was like, maybe she's going for cocaine or.
You always go to the 13-year-old black kids for your cocaine.
Right. Hey. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Got some of that white baby?
Some little kid in a playground or something. What the
Swinging
fuck?
on the jungle gym. Fucking
13 is not that
snip his
old.
nose. No, it isn't. It's kind
a
of like,
fucking
damn.
Small kid. All right,
Well,
next
right?
up.
And also, like, are you too young to realize like how like stabbing people is for real?
Fucking Fortnite, dude.
Yeah, it's not Fortnite. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not Call of Duty. Oh, just do the melee. Get
All
out of
right.
this situation.
Next up, Mystic.
Okay, so I don't know what even to call this. Complacency, I guess. So like I work as an editor at a news station. Like everyone there, I mean, when you say talented editor, that's really kind of an oxymoron because we're just monkeys at this place. Like just news, it's just an assembly line.
Well, you just got.
But there are a few people who have an incredible amount of talent. Like for one, this Dave guy that works there, he is the special projects editor. So this guy does all the fucking shit that like we put up for competitions. You know what I'm saying? Like even like when Emmy nominations go out or people submit stuff for Emmys.
Yeah.
Dave goes over no matter who edited the package, unless it was like Mickey or like one of the higher ups that have been there forever. Dave always goes over it just to fine tune everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I was looking up his fucking like with this guy because I'm like, man,
He's real.
He probably doesn't make that good of money. But then I'm looking, and this dude has 42 Emmys.
Holy
Damn.
fuck.
Yeah.
What?
He has a Peabody Award. He has an Edward R. Murrow Award. He has
Yeah, that's like
just
just the
four-
realm of news.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds
I don't know what
impressive.
Edward R. Murrow Award is
The
the
old,
highest award
the
you can get in
Good Night and Good Luck?
television.
Really? God damn,
Yes.
this guy's like a
The
goddamn
Peabody,
fucking...
the Peabody is radio. It's the fucking Pulitzer of radio, basically. So he won that at a national level too. The Emmys are at the regional level, which is the Chicago, which is the third biggest market in the United States.
Wow.
So he's going up against people who
Working right
are
in Chicago
incredible.
news and stuff.
yeah, doing Chicago fucking shit. You know what I mean? And bigger, say Indianapolis is lumped in there too.
Well, we all
This
know
guy
their
is-
indies fucking bullshit, but yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, this guy is an incredible fucking talent, and he's been there for years. We're talking 30 years since 96 was when he became the special projects. 91, I think, is when he started. So,
Yeah.
so however long that is, but 28 years. But he hasn't left, dude. If I had those awards, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
I'd be out in
Like-
LA fucking, you know what I mean? I'd
Yeah,
be in a
but,
bigger
Yeah.
market.
Does he got a lot of family here or something?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe
know
he's
his
rooted
story.
a little
Maybe he
bit for
does.
some reason.
Maybe he does. I don't know.
You know, LA, that lifestyle isn't for everybody either.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
That's
like
true,
I'm pretty sure
yeah.
nothing. I'm pretty sure it's like Wisconsin's nice, quiet. You can fucking
Right.
nothing.
Especially
exciting.
Milwaukee.
It's like
I
Just go
guess what
out
I'm
fucking
trying
to
to
the
say is how
bar.
much money can this guy possibly make? Now, I don't know. He did say when I first started that he does freelance editing. So he might make more off of that than
I
he
mean,
does
maybe he's not a greedy bastard like you are. I don't know. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that- just with those awards that he's won.
Right,
I
you
mean,
can make
that's
a lot
the-
more money if you
go
need
to
to,
fucking
but he
New
doesn't.
York
he doesn't
or
want
LA
to.
with that, you're commanding fucking six figures.
He may do some video editing for advertising agents, like freelance
Right.
contract work for advertising agencies
He's got
in the
Got to, because
Milwaukee area.
Yeah.
You might be getting flown out to do Drake videos or something. You never know.
that'd be awesome if it was like, yeah,
you never know. You know what I'm saying?
He's like,
He actually made
Fucking
the
doing
latest
music videos
Star
out there.
Wars.
Yeah, right. No, it's just, and he's just good at what he does, and that's
Well,
it's
it
cool
comes
to
out
see.
tomorrow, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
is
does.
he also a decent person as far as like?
Oh yeah, he's a cool guy. Yeah,
Nice.
we talked
As night
about.
was like someone who's got those
hatred
kind of
of Trump
words and isn't
all the
fucking elitist about
Turns
it.
out to be an
Right.
asshole.
Right.
No, he's a really cool dude.
Do you have an Emmy? No, sorry, don't fucking talk to me.
Yeah, right.
That's how I'd be.
That's exactly how it is.
All right, next up we
Fucking
have
gods.
Teddy, man arrested for feeding homeless.
Yeah, in Fort Lauderdale, a 90-year-old man, his name is Arnold Abbott. He's arrested. This happened in November. Was arrested for feeding the homeless. There's a law in Fort Lauderdale that was passed in January of this year. That people are restricted from camping, panhandling, food sharing, and engaging in other life-sustaining activities. Which is kind of weird. Weirdly worded, I think.
Heard about this.
I mean, I get that. I guess that's probably in the city limits, but I mean, what do you do about parks? You not have like picnics and shit in the fucking park. But anyway, this guy was arrested. He was arrested twice in 1 week, for feeding the homeless. And I think when you can't, he said he wasn't going to stop doing it. He take the jail time or the fines, whatever they're going to throw at him. And when they asked him why did he do this, he said because these are my people and they deserve to be fed. He was arrested after handing out the cops actually that came to arrest him did actually let him and his organization hand out the food, and they handed out about 100 plates to women and men and women.
Damn, and then they just hauled him away.
And then they hauled him and his organization, the people's organization, away.
Remember,
and I think when you can't like a lot of homeless people don't want. I'm pretty sure no homeless person wants to be fucking homeless. And when you can't help people by just just feeding them, which is not, it's not giving them money to go do or buy drugs or alcohol, which is the worst thing that they can do or whatever. It's when you just feed them, when you can't even, it's against the law to do that. That really makes me hate humanity. It's just fucked up. You can't feed people.
Yeah.
Well, they've been doing this shit for a long time because years and years ago, I remember Serge Tankian, and the lead singer of System of a Down, and Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine got arrested for handing out sandwiches to the homeless in L.A.
Really?
And it was because they didn't have a fucking food permit.
There was a recent thing, like in the Supreme Court, I guess, decided to not take up this court case where I think like the 9th district ruled that it's kind of like it's a basic human right to be able to camp, because they're trying to fine I can't remember which city it was, but the police department was basically like giving out tickets to these people who set up homeless shelters. Anyways, think about how bad that's going to get. This is my grim prediction, is that Trump's impeached. We all knew that, and we all know in the Senate it's going to get kicked out.
That gummy's really kicked in.
Right?
We're talking about feeding the homeless.
We're talking about feeding the homeless. Let me finish my fucking prediction.
Why did you start off with Trump being impeached though? That's my thing. I don't understand
let him do it. Let him do it.
For a moment and listen.
Teddy.
Okay.
Trump he's impeached. He's gonna get through in the Senate. They're gonna give it away, and he's gonna get reelected. And then when he gets reelected, that's when the economy is going to fucking finally fall out, because there's so many debt bubbles right now. Corporate debt is bigger than it was before the crash in 2008. Like, there are so many of these factors that something's going to give. And otherwise, like, the Fed can only keep pumping money in for so long, and the interest rates are so low already. There isn't much that can be done. And it's going to be on his watch. And those homeless camps are going to explode. Like Great Depression era.
Mm-hmm.
Homeless camps.
Feral
hogs. Hoover camps. They'll be Trump camps. Yeah.
Feral hogs.
They're going to ride in on their feral hogs.
They're all going to have to move to Pig City.
Move to Pig City. Fucking mate with the pigs. I got a fucking tent. Fucking.
See how I brought that around, Teddy? All you had to do was wait.
Yeah, for a minute and a fucking half.
No, it took.
You could have just said. It took a minute to tell you. Just said, hey, because Trump's going to fuck the economy up, and it's going to be Trump.
We're already over time.
God damn it.
Oh, but I just can't stop watching.
Like a Tennessee and just taking all goddamn day. Yeah, I said it.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
all right. That's it. In all seriousness, go fuck yourself, Houston, Texas. That's our show. We're going to be here every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Central, maybe Thursday. Make sure you join the conversation at theredeyereport.com or facebook.com/redeyereport. Supposedly, we have a Twitter and an Instagram. You can try to find us on that.
Yeah, we fucking do.
Yeah, try
The
tweet
Red Eye
all the
Report.
time.
Go to our Mixer. We sometimes chat on there. We have our reruns playing. And like us, share us, or fuck us. We're down with whatever. I'm Oracle.
I'm Ashtray.
I'm Teddy. You fucking high motherfuckers.
Did Mystic get in there?
I did.
Yeah, it
Oh,
did
for
at the same
Ashtray.
time in Ashtray.
I cut him off.
It was same time.
And this
yeah.
is the Red Eye Report.
Yo, fucking retarded.
Yeah.